Hey guys, what's up? This is Matt Davis Media once again. Welcome back to another movie review. And I know it's been almost 2 weeks, or just about a week and a few days, but I wanted to make another video, but I didn't see any movies this weekend. There wasn't really anything interesting I wanted to see. I didn't really want to see Abominable, and Judy doesn't really come out till, I don't know, much later, or at least wider later on. And Joker doesn't come out till tonight, and I'm probably not going to see that until a little bit, but I promise I am definitely going to be seeing that. But, it has been a really long time since I reviewed a regular movie. I mean, I reviewed regular movies before, but I just wanted to do a regular movie review, not after I saw on a recently released movie. I want to do a review of an older movie, in fact, one that's 10 years old, and it's Halloween, or it's that month of Halloween, and I wanted to review a horror film, well, sort of, but. And this is a movie I have already reviewed, and that's one thing that I did too much back then, is I reviewed movies multiple times, the same movie multiple times, but, um, because it's that time and the sequel's coming out, I really wanted to review this movie, and of course, that is Zombieland. Now, of course, the movie actually had its 10-year anniversary yesterday, so I think this is the perfect time to talk about this movie, and since the sequel is coming out in a couple weeks, I might as well talk about it. So, let's talk about it. So, of course, the movie stars Jesse Eisenberg and Woody Harrelson as Tallahassee and Columbus as they meet up with each other. As Columbus has basically, since the zombie apocalypse started, he's been taking notes and tips on for people out there, the audience, on how to survive a zombie apocalypse. But really, the one thing he is scared of most is clowns, and he has a dream of getting a girlfriend so he can, brush her hair over her ear. And Tallahassee has a dream too about looking for a Twinkie, because apparently there aren't that many left. But really, Woody Harrelson is definitely the show stealer here. Jesse Eisenberg is also fantastic here too. You also got Emma Stone and Abigail Breslin, and that's basically about it. Oh, and may I forget the famous Bill Murray cameo. Oh my God, you know that's one thing about this movie. It just brings so many surprises that you might think this would be just some generic zombie movie that is just so cliched, but really, it isn't, okay? It tries its best to do, I'm not sure, I wouldn't say originality, because, we also have films like Shaun of the Dead, but really, in terms of originality, it manages to be a very smart zombie film and a comedy film, horror comedy film at its true finest. Uh, Really, the relationships here are very heartfelt as each character, as they all start bonding, they act like they're one big family, fighting against the zombie horde as they start caring for one another. Later on down the line, closer to the end of the film, especially after the Bill Murray cameo, which does happen, which is only like 5 minutes long, but it still manages to give him just enough screen time for Bill Murray as he plays himself, and the way Tallahassee reacts is absolutely out of this world. It's hilarious. That's another thing too. The movie manages to use its humor in the smartest possible way. And honestly, the characters here are really doing smart jobs on keeping each other alive. And may I also mention that Emma Stone and Abigail Breslin have also their sisters in the movie, and they have both managed to survive for the zombie apocalypse. As we see flashbacks of how they've been scamming people in order to get money, like like using a fake wedding ring, and so the guy finds it and he'll sell it back for $400 or something like that. But honestly, it's absolutely hilarious, and the movie really manages to. I don't know what it is. It's just I probably should have rewatched the movie first, but if I say any more, then I'm probably gonna spoil the movie. But the movie's 10 years old, and hey, when I've reviewed Marvel movies, I've spoiled a lot, so it pretty much doesn't matter for a film like this. But if you haven't seen this movie already, then I really think it's worth it, especially with the sequel coming out. And it's going to be from the same director, so I definitely have hope. But it's going to be really hard for the sequel to top this movie because with all of its smart humor, and it manages to have so many memorable moments and some great one-liners, like clown zombie, Twinkies, Woody Harrelson and Jesse Eisenberg, even though they're all of them are returning in the sequel just with more actors. I mean, that's one thing I really liked is that there are only like four main actors in the movie, and so yeah, not a very big cast, but a great one at that. And the makeup effect for the zombies are also really well done. And honestly, it felt less of a zombie film and more of just a flat out comedy film with characters that you really do care about. And that's even though the title is Zombieland, of course. But this movie it just had so many surprises, and that's why it was a big hit with critics when it came out, and it's already become a cult classic. And there's that scene where Bill Murray is almost dying, and he regrets starring as Garfield. That's another hilarious great liner. So with all of its one-liners and great moments and hilarious and smart tactics that the characters make, it's really going to be hard for a sequel to top this. But it has fantastic performances. The world looks absolutely fantastic. It's creepy. Well, that's the thing. This movie isn't entirely scary. It is in the horror genre, but it's mostly comedy rather than horror. But easily, I think this movie is pretty much a masterpiece. I love this movie, and I cannot wait for the sequel to come out. And if you haven't seen it, I highly recommend it. It is what horror comedy should be. It's what a zombie film should be. It's one of the best zombie films out there, and it's one of the best horror comedy films of all time. And sorry about that noise. My dogs are just waking up, and one of them is scratching their collar, so I really do apologize for that. Oh my god, why? Thank you. I'm gonna give Zombieland a perfect score. Oh my god. I cannot. I forgot how much I love this movie so much. And I put it really high on my best movies of 2009 list that I made in 2015. And I really think it still deserves that spot. So yeah, fantastic movie. Still love it. Definitely watch it. Alright, guys. You know, it's gonna be a while before I finish Borderlands 3, so that's why I want to make another video, and it's gonna be a while since I'll probably get to see Joker, so I just had to make another video, guys, so I thought this would be the best option. Alright, so thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you guys later. Word out.